Well, hello everyone. It's Brian with Craft Fancy and
Kathy with Craft Fancy.
All right, it's the Craft Fancy hour. Or half hour, I should say. We are a little early right now. We're just a couple minutes early. Pinecone finished up, so we thought we'd just jump on and come and hang out for a couple minutes, talk to everybody, see how everyone's doing, make sure that we're all kind of good and going and everything. So we tested everything out and we did everything. So I got a couple comments. Hey guys, don't be afraid to shoot some comments. Oh, I got Sarah. Sarah coming back. So hi Sarah, thank you giving me the wave. I got Inspired by Hand and Heart jumping in saying hello on YouTube. So she's watching from YouTube, which we are live on 3 right now. We are live on One of a Kind YouTube. We're live on Facebook Live for Craft Fancy, as well as Facebook Live for the One of a Kind group. So guys, man, it's been an interesting day. So a lot of weird hiccups going on. Even I got caught up in hiccup too. So it was weird. It always happens like 2 minutes right before the 2 minutes before you go live, everything freezes up on me.
Yeah.
Then you try to do a reboot, and the circle just keeps going round and round and round and round.
The circle of death. That's what we call it in our house.
Man, you're like, come on.
Yes.
Really? I was like, I just sat on like live for like an hour and talking about stuff. So, hey, if you guys didn't see it, make sure you check out the. There was a hiccup with Art Anthology. And they couldn't go live, so they're going to be going live on Monday. But the thing is so I was on and I was going to just kill time with talking about our events and everything coming up. And then I got a call while I was live from Jennifer from Stamplistic. And Jennifer from Stamplistic gave an interview. She interviewed me during that time. So if you guys are interested to learn more about, I guess, what makes Brian tick. I don't know if anyone really wants to know that. But if you guys want to see that, it's probably definitely something you want to see. So.
Oh, the Donut of Doom. I like that.
Yes. Wendy Holland says, it's a good day even though I have a migraine.
She has a migraine.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Well, pop some aspirin, close the lights, and hopefully I won't be too much of an irritant to you. So Mary's saying hi to Brian and Kathy. Oh, man, look at everyone's kind of chiming in today. So that's good. We got a lot of people going in. Like I said, we got a couple minutes before we go live. Hey, if you guys got any questions or anything, this is your time. Ask it. Open book.
Well.
Yeah. Hey, ask me anything. I'll answer the question. You might, like I always say, you might not like the answer, but I'll answer that question for you guys. So, and now I got Carol chiming in from the One of a Kind rubber stamp.
I did see one question on your interview that didn't get asked.
Oh,
and
yeah?
It was, who is your favorite superhero?
Oh, who are my favorites? Wow, that's a good one. I really didn't have a lot of superheroes.
No?
It was tough. That's tough. That's a tough question. I'm glad I didn't get that question because I don't know if I had the right answer for it. There's so many of them. I like Wonder Woman because she had the invisible jet. Any woman that can fly an invisible jet, yeah, that's all right in my book.
That jet was so cheesy.
And then she had the lasso of truth, right? That which scares me because.
Ask me anything.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, that would be pretty good. I like Aquaman because I was always into, like I said, the waters and stuff. Yeah. And then, yes, good answer.
Yes, that's a good answer.
Inspired by Heart and Hand says Carol's my superhero. Yeah. So thank you. So awesome. All right, so we got some people coming in. We'll give it one more minute, and then we're going to start chopping a bit. Who's ready to do some drinking? I know I am. Well, I already started.
Yeah.
Here's our project that we're going to be working on. This is the Cheers to Many More Years.
Yep. Cheers for beers.
I always say cheers to more beers, but we're going to go. So here's how this is going to work. We're kind of like a tag team here. Mm-hmm. So I used to try to do all the presentations, but we all know I'm a guy and I can't do everything by myself. So Kathy has volunteered to be able to do the project and allows me to work all the technical aspects of it on the background. And then you still get both of us talking back and forth.
Yes.
So you can ask questions. So I'm going to be reading keyboards or reading the boards. Mm-hmm. Carol's going to be working not Carol. Carol's on the One of a Kind asking questions. So if you got any One of a Kind questions, as always, she's hanging out there all day long. And then Kathy's going to be working that presentation. All right. Without further ado, I'm going to hit the clock. We got 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
And then whoop, whoop. Let's get going. Let's go. All right, Kathy, let's take us home.
All right. So today we are working on cheers to many more years. So actually just cheers to beers. That's what I'm going to call it. You should have received some bubble wrap in your kit. So what we're going to first do is we're going to do our background, which is actually bubble wrap, which is kind of cool. I'm going to put this in this corner so you can kind of see our project. I am going to take mustard seed, distress oxide. And what we are going to do, also you might want to grab a scrap sheet of paper for this because you might get a little messy. So we are going to go ahead and we are going to ink our bubble wrap. And I'm just going to kind of brush it along. Just kind of ink it up as well as you can because, you know, it's not going to be perfect. Perfect will bother me, but I'm going to get over it.
So my question would be, is we're doing this with a water-based ink right now. We're using the Tim Holtz Distress Oxide. Would we be able to do this with a alcohol-based ink?
Yes.
There you go. Questions that you probably didn't even ask.
Yep. All right, so now you're going to take your white sheet of paper and you are going to place it into what you just inked.
Do you push it down or just lightly put it on?
I'm just lightly putting it on because now I'm going to come in with a scratch sheet of paper and I'm going to put it over it. And then I'm just going to rub. Again, the perfectionist in me wants to get every little nook and cranny on the piece of paper. But I'm going to try to get over it if it doesn't get in every little nook.
That's because you're a crafter and you don't want to waste any ink.
That's right. Okay, so, ta-da! Not perfect, but
that's what makes the card unique, right?
That's right.
Just like you.
That's me. Okay, so what I have done is I've actually already cut my card down to 4 by 5 1/4. So you can come over with your card base. And everybody knows that I'm not going to use an ATG gun, but I have an Easy Grand Runner. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have had the beer with Brian when Jennifer called. So we're just going to go ahead and we're going to adhere this to our card base. All right, so now we're going to set this aside. Ta-da. We're going to set this aside, and now I'm going to go ahead and grab my Misty. I am going to take the stamp set. Sorry, camera action.
Can you take a second and just talk about those stamps in there?
Sure.
They got a lot of cool stuff on there.
So what's really nice is the add-on for it were the dies that will cut the steins of beer out. But it's got a handful of sentiments and beer steins. You can also use them for root beer. The color brown, I apologize for not... Gathered twigs. So if you rather root beer rather than beer, gathered twigs would be your brown. So you could do your background of your card in the brown and then as well as the liquid. So I'm going to go ahead and I am going to take the two clinks, the two mugs that are clinking together, and I am going to put it on my Misty. All right, I'm going to take just a smaller sheet of paper, ink up my beer steins, because you know it's Miller time somewhere. Ta-da! All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in with the, and I, just so everybody knows, I'm just using a stamp shamming to clean my stamps. Just to keep everything neat and clean. I'm going to come back in and put my black pad back in. And the reason I took it out is because the red foam stamps are thicker than your polymer stamps.
Let's turn that to the side so you can see that.
Yes. So these are thicker than your polymer stamps, which are super thin. So I took out the black insert to do the stamp. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, and again, the perfectionist in me, this might bother me, but we're gonna gonna give it a whirl. If you look at the polymer stamps, there are 2 that are of a smaller stature, which will fit into the stamps that we've already stamped. And there are little bubbles for where your foam goes.
Hard.
Sorry. I remembered that as soon as I leaned forward. All right, so I am lining up the foam to, whoops. Lining up my liquid to my foam that's coming down. And close my Misty, and I can already see I'm gonna be off on that one. But... All right, so now I'm gonna come back in with my mustard seed. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna ink these up. Go ahead and close my Misty, and I should be pretty close. Pretty close. Not on the right one exactly, but, and then that's it. So what you're gonna do now is you're gonna go ahead and die cut this piece if you purchased the die set. If not, freehand cutting. I think I am done with this for right now. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we are going to come in with liquid applique to make the foam stand out a little bit more on our card. If you have a heat gun, this will puff up even more than what is actually on the card. And I don't know
Here,
if
I'm going to
you can
zoom in. Can we
Okay.
get can you just hold that up so they can see what that really
Sure.
looks like there as we get in here?
Sure.
So what we'll do is hold this up. If you really, let me hold that up. If you really look at it, you can kind of see it, how it's kind of starts to shimmer and shine.
Yep.
It really adds the depth to that card to what you're looking for. So it's kind of hard to see it because it's white on white, but you can see there how it's nice and shiny. And
And then it also has a little bit of puff to it, so it gives it just a little bit more dimension.
when I drink beer, I get a lot of puff on me too.
Yeah, you and me both. All right, so I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna do this kind of slowly, only because the liquid applique does come out a little quicker. But again, if you want to go at it with a heat gun afterwards, you can certainly get your foam to puff up even a little bit more than what the liquid applique is currently.
Now, to put my salesman hat on really quick, guys, it's looking good on foam beers right now, but don't forget it's Christmas in July coming up, and also Christmas. What looks better just on the top of your ridges when you put those snowman hills together, or the little snowman, or the little cotton ball on Santa's hat?
Oh, that's a good idea.
Of course, it's a good idea. I got a bunch of good ideas.
You do have a bunch of good ideas.
So this is something you guys really want in your arsenal.
Yes.
Again, what is it? Just so that
it's
everyone knows.
liquid applique. We've also done it with sheep. We made sheep.
The sheep.
Yep. Okay, so now by the power of TV, watch how this is going to work. I'm going to cut this out in 2 seconds. Aren't you impressed? All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this to the side.
Oh, also too is we want to make sure also too, we always forget to say this, but with one of a kind. Hold on a second. Let's go back to our upfront scene. Hey, I really want you guys to take a second here and really think about this. Don't feel rushed with this project. Don't feel rushed with any of the projects that you see today. Remember, if you feel flustered or the video's moving faster than you can, stop. Don't try to rush through it and ruin your project. I want you to set everything down, enjoy the project, watch it. What you want to do then is go back and watch the videos later on. They're always posted on the One of a Kind group. They're posted on Craft Fancy.
The liquid has to be dry, so you have to
Right.
get some time.
The liquid's got to
yes.
be dry, so when we put it, it's not an instant dry also. So some of these cases that we're doing is, we're under quick timelines, but remember, you guys have the time to do it. So don't feel rushed. All right, let's get back to our regularly scheduled program.
And I apologize for talking fast. I tend to talk fast.
You talk fine.
I talk fast though. So, okay, so now I am going to come back with my Misty, and I am going to pick up the Cheers to Many More Years. So again, this is the thicker red foam. So I am going to, again, take my polymer stamps off. I'm going to take my black pad out of the middle, and I'm going to bring that circle in. All right, and I'm going to kind of center this along the bottom. The nice thing about working with a circle is it's rather forgiving. So if I'm not perfect, I can just turn my circle a little bit. All right, so I'm going to come in here. I'm going to shut my door. I'm going to ink my stamp. Come in with my cheers to many more years. I still think it should say cheers to beers, but.
Cheers for beers.
Yep. All right. So now I'm good with that. Trying to keep my work area clean. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come in and I'm going to adhere my cheers to many more years to my black circle. Again, you just need a little bit of adhesive. I'm trying to keep my head out of it.
She's messing with me. She keeps moving everything around.
Oh, sorry. All right, and because I actually stamped mine earlier, my liquid applique is already dry. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to come in with a little bit of foam tape and I'm gonna pop this up to give it just a little bit more dimension on my card.
What kind of foam tape is that? I never saw these skinny sky.
That is Craft Fancy foam tape.
Yes.
It's amazing. I love this stuff. We have the thin one. We've got the 1/4 inch. We've got 1/2 inch. I really like working with these little strips only because I just think they're amazing.
Sheets or rolls. You never go bad with Craft Fancy foam tape. Available at www.craftfancy.com.
That's right. Oh, I'm going to cut that one too big. All right. So again, just to give it just a little bit of dimension, I'm going to peel these off.
That's a lot of adhesive on the back. This is starting to look like a Stamplistic project.
I learned only from the best. I thought about it as I started putting them on. I'm like, well, that's a lot. But hey, you know what? All right, so now I'm just going to come in here, pop it right in the middle. Like I said, just to give it a little dimension, I just think that looks really cool. And then we're going to come in here with our card. And again, I'm going to pop this up as well to give it a little dimension on the card. And because I was teased, I'm only going to put a couple.
How you guys doing with this project? Comment board's really dry, so either I lost everybody or no one likes the project. No one's talking, or they're busy making cards. I don't know.
I hope they're busy making cards.
That's right.
All right, and I am just going to plop that right there. Ta-da!
All right.
So we have a few extra minutes. So I have brought some.
Well, hold on. Before
Okay.
we do all that, you know, everyone always asks what's going on here. So let's make sure everyone knows. Now that you kind of finished your project, there you go. What we've been waiting only for the show special. So of course, there's always an event special. And there it is. It's going to take 12% off your entire purchase, excluding the class kits, surprise box, and clearance. Use code SUMMER to checkout. The valid code is 626 to 629. Oh, wait, what a second. What's that surprise box? That sounds like something maybe I need to talk about a little down the road.
Ooh, I think so.
I don't know. We'll see. All right, guys. So make sure you write that down. It's SUMMER, and that's the code. So you guys are going to be good to go. Why don't we set that there for a few seconds, and then... you know what? Why don't we go ahead and do that? All right. So from time to time, we do a couple extra things around here at the Craft Fancy booth, and I always like to make it interesting for you guys. So It's around that time again. I haven't done anything for a little while, so we decided that I was like, hey, I think it's time. So Kathy, Carol, and I, and Heidi, our executive management, decided it's time for another crafty box. So we put a bunch of stuff together. Again, it's always a mystery. You never know. But if you guys bought the other past two, you know what's in that box and you know what it's going to be. So we're putting one together for everybody. Is it live yet?
It's online now. We have not advertised it yet, but we will be after this event.
And the cost is
$45.
$45. Okay, so here it is. It's the crafty box. You guys are hearing it now, right now, live. We just put it on. What is it?
Surprise crafty box.
It's the surprise crafty box.
Yep.
It's online. Carol will put the link up there for you guys. And then so it's $45. You know what it's going to be. It's going to be a box of craftiness.
It's going to be amazing.
If you guys like the first two, you're going to like this one. Now remember, all sales are final. It's a crafty box. It's a surprise box. So if you're detailed and you only do stamps, don't get the crafty box. All right. If you just do dies, don't get the crafty box. If you're doing just papers and you don't do anything else, don't get the crafty box. It's a mixture of everything. So you could get stamps, dies, all kinds of different stuff. There's
size paper.
we throw everything but the kitchen sink into this thing. This is awesome. So you guys got to get it. It's limited quantity too. So don't think there's like 500 of them sitting around. And because I got to work with the manufacturers on this, so I got to pull in a lot of extras. Actually, I pulled some favors in because, like you've been hearing from other people today, people are hurting to get stuff. So boats aren't coming in and stuff's not there. But good old Craft Fancy was able to come through for on a lot of stuff. So crafty box coming through for you guys. $45. Got to get it. So don't delay with that. It's really awesome. And the discount does not apply to that. So, but the good news is if you do order it with your kit, you will
Get like free shipping by then.
yeah, you probably end up getting the free shipping by then. So guys, it all adds up. All right, guys. Will you throw a picture of Heidi in mine, please? That's what Facebook user said. So
We will try.
Yes, we can do that.
I can try. I can always send for an extra $10 autographed picture of Brian. So we can do that as well. All right. So let's. Is that Sharon Gibbs?
Yep.
Sharon. All right. Let's get back. Hey, as always with Craft Fancy, since we do have a couple extra minutes with you. We got some new releases that came into the Craft Fancy store just this week. And remember, I'm not saying that you can apply everything, but there's always specials for you to do. So you guys put the two and two together and figure it out. Let's go talk about some of those new products.
All right, let's. Oh my gosh. If you are a Lawn Fawn fan, we have the newest release from Lawn Fawn.
Here, push all that out so they can focus on the one product.
Oh, okay. Got it. Yes.
Kathy needs to.
I know.
And I'm going to zoom in a little for you. So
Holy cow. If you are a camper, oh my gosh, I just came back from camping. I can hardly wait to use this. It's a tent. So you've got fire, you've got some trees, you've got a tent. Amazing and super fun. Lawn Fawn also came out with a whole entire tropical line this particular release. So this is the frame, and you've got some loose vines in there as well. They came out with another big word set, which of course is Happy Birthday. So they've got the Happy Birthday, and then they have the Happy Birthday to you. So two separate dies, but just to kind of let you know that there are two variations of Happy Birthday from Lawn Fawn. To go with our cute little tent, they came out with a super cute s'more set. I'm sorry, like I said, I just got back from camping, so this just makes me happy. But yeah, all kinds of little campfire sayings, so can't lose with that. Again, back to the tropical theme, they came up with, I don't know, are we going to call that a tiger? No, tigers have stripes. A cat. A leopard, there you go. And toucans to go with your tropical style.
It's Toucan Sam.
Toucan Sam. And then these are super cool. There's also a die that fits these, but really big sayings for birthdays. And then to go again back to our little tent, this is a background scene. Super fun with the trees and the moon and the stars.
Whoa! I got to talk. All right, this die right now. This die. Not only can I use this for fall. Where's that pen that we were using for the beer?
Oh yeah, you
Right
could
here.
do. Yep.
Now I'm going to take this. I'm going to apply this right on top of my trees. Now I got my winter scene in there. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. Look at that. I got the mushrooms. I could make the white mushrooms on the top here with that. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. You know what? In the spring, I could put just a little right on there for like morning dew.
Yes.
And my stars would be white. Look at that. Holy cow. What more can I do with that
would be
die?
amazing.
That's
really
awesome.
good.
Yes, that's right. Come to Craft Fancy with Brian for creative ideas.
Yep. All right, and so we also have some new 12 by 12s, police, which hopefully we're not scrapbooking, lineups, but you never know. My dad was a police officer, so I feel like I have those kinds of pictures. And hey, we did a cheers to beer today, so we also brought in a 12 by 12 paper pack of craft beer. So you get all the sheets and you also get a sticker sheet as well.
This sold out in Texas in a matter of seconds. They must like beer down in Texas. They sold out. A lot of beer drinkers out there.
All right, and for the gnome people out there that love the gnomes, this is the new Sweet as Honey by Tula and Norbert. Super cute gnomes. And bumblebees, so you can't go wrong with black and yellow. And you know what? I bet you could mix in mustard seed in your card somewhere along the line. But yeah, super cute stuff.
Awesome. All right.
That's what I've got.
So that's what you got?
Yep,
That's what I got.
is.
So that's beautiful. We're running just about out of time. So again, I want to appreciate everyone tuning in. Remember, there's always a couple ways to purchase with Craft Fancy. There's always, you can always call in a phone order for people that don't like to do stuff on the internet.
Right.
There's always online. And then the best part that's always available is Kathy's always available for personal shopping.
I am.
We do personal shopping with people. All you got to do is schedule an appointment. We set you up, we put you on the tripod with the roller, and we take you all throughout the store. You tell us what you're looking for. We move you right around all over.
Yep.
It works out really great, and a lot of people have been doing it. So it's been starting to grow. So I'm pretty excited about that. Let's face it, a lot of people don't live in areas with scrapbook stores, and you can only see so much at the big box stores. And so this is a great way for you guys to get back into a scrapbooking store and just be able to walk around.
Yep.
It's not one of those where you got to feel obligated, like, okay, well, I got 5 minutes. No, some of these people spend a good hour with you on the walking around the store. Can you just take me down this aisle or this aisle or this? And again, we're Craft Fancy. We carry so many brands. It's crazy what we got here. It's great.
Amazing.
And yeah, like someone said, such great service. So thank you very much for whoever said that. Again, being Craft Fancy, our success is only based on as good as the service that we can provide to someone. So we always try to make sure it's in stock when it's online. We always try to make sure that it's always available to get shipped out, and we can get it to you in a timely manner.
Yes.
So, all right. So just to recap today really quick. So what we did, I just want to recoup. Let's see, just go shooting back here again. Again, we worked on our beautiful cheers for the beers for the years. We got the lovely stamp with the tailored expression. We used some oxide inks. We used Misty's. We used the Lawn Fawn chamois with that's in the holder right now. And then we used our red line tape gun.
Yes, because Kathy can't do any TG guns. So.
And then of course we used the liquid. What is it?
Liquid applique.
Applique. I can never say that, guys. So, all right. I'm going to be getting out of here now. It's about 25 minutes. We got a couple minutes before our next presenter, which is the Jillian Vance. We'll see if they jump on early. I appreciate everyone taking time out of your busy schedules to watch me today, watch Kathy, and always watching the show, the whole show as a whole.
Yes.
Don't delay. Get those crafty boxes today.
Exactly.
How about that? Huh?
Yes, amazing. So, I'll get to packing as soon as I can.
Yep. So apparently, I guess the orders. Carol, did I hear orders were coming in already?
Yep.
Excellent.
Yep. So the orders are flowing in, so the guys don't delay. You know, we got
They
the
will be
people watching.
packed with love.
All right. You'll get them out in a timely manner. Guys, again, I appreciate everyone. If you didn't purchase a kit and you're looking for the kit, we still do have kits available.
Yes.
They're online, so you can always purchase them at Craft Fancy. Just go under custom kits and click on the one that you like. All right?
Yep.
My name is Brian with Craft Fancy,
And I am Kathy with Craft Fancy.
and we'll be seeing you next time. Don't know what we're doing or when we're doing it, but stay tuned and we'll let you know.
Sounds good.
All right. Have a good one, everyone.
Bye.